وكفى والصلاة والسلام على نبي المصطفى وعلى آله وصحبه رسول الله أجمعين. أما بعد. First of all, let us praise and dedicate to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So, in this special occasion, we can gather together in this place, have a good time in this place. Not to forget, may salawat and greet is coming to be bestowed on our great prophet, namely Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who are obedient to tell the teachings of Islam, his teachings, Amin Ya Rabbal Alamin. Secondly, I would like to thank for the judges and the comment for giving me to present my short speech entitled Your Hope of the Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, a strong nation is a nation that has rich young people. Youth are the spirit of change that bring their nation to compete with other nations and be equal with other nations. Youth have the spirit of change. National figure Bung Karno, an accomplished orator who is renowned throughout the world as the pride of the Indonesian nation. Give me 10 young men and I will shape the world. The second raises how important the existence of a youth community is in Indonesian nation. In Indonesian history, from the cradle to the epilogue of independence, youth are extraordinary role and the spirit of change, a marathon in the blood of national consciousness. Let us, as the next generation, be to reflect with ourselves and national spirit and behind desire for unity. If the rise is right, our nation is greatly influenced by the enthusiasm of the young people. Know that Indonesia is incredible. As God, we are greatest as of the nation's success. It is on our hands that will take Indonesia backwards or forwards. The good and bad of the nation depends how we are. The younger generation. Youth is full of hope, full of idea, full of romance, of a very beautiful life. Do you think this is different with a strong physical form, walking still fast, hearing still accurate, thinking still careful, beautiful still true? Therefore, it is efficient for youth to be one of the determinants of the progress and design of the nation. Because it is being proven from the memorial to the present by the future. In accordance with the nation, youth we are the backbone of the country. We can end the reason that improving the situation of teenagers. As the youth says, where is that one, there's way. Where is that will, where is way. Before I end this speech, I would like to advise all of us that a great nation is a nation that is willing and able to appreciate the history of the struggle of the tradition. Well, that you are who made to their nation a strong nation. That's all my speech. I apologize if are there mistakes because perfection belongs only to Allah and mistake lies with all of us. Thank you for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Selanjutnya NPP 6 atas nama Sesbia Andeni dari kelas 10 IPS 2.
Honorable Supervisor, honorable speakers, and all members of the Islam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Alladzi la nabiyya ba'dahu, amma ba'd. Firstly, before we are discussing, that Allah was given us the mercy and blessing us we can together in this place. Secondly, peace and salutation to our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was brought us from the darkness to the lightness and to the clearness. Okay, I'm standing here in front of you all. I want to speak English by the chapter, The Attitudes or Spirit of Indonesian Youth emulates the patriotism at the time of the to move towards the ideal of identity for Indonesia, the level of freedom factors is expanding and rising. Encourages as Indonesia youth and continue to emulate patriotism. God give us a sleep, but give us the spirit. And my friends, if we want to continue to be independent, then it starts with you, young Indonesian, who continue to be enthusiastic about learning and continue to follow the rules of our country. Maybe this is all I can say. More or less, my apologies from Miss Sylvia Amini. I can put up for your study. And the last, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selanjutnya SPB 7 atas nama siswa dari kelas 11 IPA 1.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. We convey our thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the abundance of mercy and grace that we can gather in this heavenly place in the world. On this occasion, I am Stephen will deliver a speech until your place to move your turn. Dear friends, October 28, 1958 was a history for our country, which we know as the Youth Festival. The commemoration of the Youth Festival should be an inspiration for the young generation of the Indonesian nation to always unite, to build the nation by taking this nation into a better direction. We must know the values of the young generation in this life of this nation. The youth prove that the difference of Indonesian nation can actually be united to the incarnation of Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means different but still one. Dear friends, previous freedom fighters had gone through many bitter obstacles and challenges that are truly great. They work together to make Indonesia a country regardless of differences. They are able to get out of the traps of primordialism, not looking at ethnicity, religion, for the race, for the sake of oneself. Unity and integrity, becoming religious individuals, studying diligently for the sake of establishing an intelligent nation, having higher levels of innovation and creativity, becoming independent, inspiring individuals to be able to survive and excel in facing competition global skills, which continues to increase in the world in order to become a better future for Indonesia. Dear friends, the Indonesian nation will become a great nation. We have to achieve the success of this nation without intelligent, qualified, and competent of our young people. This country will not be able to complete and enter the international area. Come on, together we love this country. I always instilling big dreams for our viewers for the progress of this country. That is the short speech I can deliver. Hopefully, I can raise the enthusiasm for our young people fighting for the progress of Republic Indonesia. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selanjutnya SPB nomor 8 atas nama manusia dari kelas 11 IPA 4.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, special guests, and friends. Thanks for letting me talk to you today. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marsha Teslandi from 11 Science Floor, and
From the we met our youth stage, we knew that we were part of something truly special, something that would change the course of history forever. And in the years since the previous stage, we have continued to raise the occasion time and time again, demonstrating our unwavering commitment to the values of democracy, social justice, and unity and diversity. And today, as we gather to celebrate the spirit, we must remember that our work is far from over. We still face many obstacles and challenges, both at home and abroad, that freedom declare our progress and undermine of democracy. But we must not be deterred. We must continue to stand up for what we believe in, to fight for the rights of all Indonesians, and to work tirelessly to build a better future of ourselves and for generations to come. So, let us take inspiration from the spirit of our nation here, and let us continue to place strength towards life and beautiful Indonesia. Let us embrace the values of democracy, social justice, and unity and diversity. Can you feel it? The energy, the excitement, the passion that so much being a young person in Indonesia today. We are living a time of incredible change and transformation, a time when anything is possible if we are willing to work hard and dream big. Today, I want to thank you about the spirit of Indonesia here and how it's reflected in the youth code that we all know so well. The youth code is powerful statement of our commitment to our country and our people, and it embodies the spirit of youth that has driven our nation for the whole generation. The movement of Indonesian youth, Pancasila is my belief, remind us for the importance of our national ideology, which is based on the principle of democracy, social justice, and unity and diversity. As young Indonesians, we must embrace that values and work accord them in everything we do. The second line, Indonesia is my homeland, remind us of our duty to our country and our people. We must be proud of our heritage, our culture, and our tradition, and we must work to protect and preserve time for future generations. The third line, I love my country and I will be forgiven, speaks to the spirit of patriotism and sacrifice in the importance of our nation's success. As young Indonesians, we must be willing to make sacrifice for the next one. The fourth line, I will uphold the unity and sovereignty of Indonesia, remind us of the importance of national unity and solidarity. We must work to bridge diverse and conflicts between different communities, and we must reject our forms of intolerance and bigotry that weaken our nation cohesion. And finally, the fourth line, I dedicate myself to the progress of Indonesia, speaks to the spirit of innovation and progress that has driven our nation forward for generations. As young Indonesians, we must embrace change and surpass the boundaries of what possible in order to create a better future of ourselves and our Indonesia. In conclusion, the spirit of Indonesia is our youth, which reminds us of our duty to our country and our people, social justice and unity and diversity. As young Indonesians, we must embrace the spirit to work to make our country better place for all. Let us uphold the youth code with faith and dedication, and let us work together with a brighter future for Indonesia. But our work is far from over. The road ahead will be long and difficult, and we will face new obstacles and challenges that we cannot imagine. But I am confident that we will rise to the occasion just as we have done in the past, and we will continue to move toward a brighter future for ourselves and our Indonesia. That's all for me. Thank you, my friends, for your patience, your dedication, and your active commitment to balance and make our nation great. The future is our hand. Together, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. So, let us go far from here, united in purpose and spirit, and let us continue to make history. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Tadi belum ya. Untuk nomor 1 nomor 2
Harus pindah.
karena pindah tadi ya. Oke, next.
Selanjutnya IPP 10 atas nama Fatih dari kelas 12 ke
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. First of all, let us express our thanks to the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has bestowed His brought us. Thanks to His blessing, we were able to gather in this bright afternoon in good health to hold an English speech competition for commemorate the young place. This lecture will discuss the benefits of art, its positive impact on our life in this world and hereafter. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Urufati Handamani. I'm from 12th grade in Majoring Science 4. Now, on the occasion of the 95th birthday, we are all gathered again, reminded again, not to forget this story and spirit that was intended by our predecessor at the time. During this 95 years, we have continued to maintain an enthusiasm and youthful spirit that was echoed during the historic moment of the Young Day. Preserved in Reno is the time. For 95 years, the warning has been carried out continuously so that the younger generation never forget the spirit and ignited the flame of struggle for Indonesian nation. By the spread of young men and women, my fellow countrymen and brother, armed with 3 men of clans, young men and women, with the story of sparing one Lord, having one nation, and upholding the language of unity to build the country to eradicate the nation from colonial. Now, we are all here living the spirit that was kindled almost a century ago. In commemorating this young man, we must have the courage to fight against all forms of effort that want to deepen the unity and integrity of the nation. We must also have the courage to fight out tribal, religious, and regional ego. This ego sometimes surfaces and erodes our brotherhood among the nation's children. We must have the courage to say that unity is everything, far above religious, civil, regional, and local unity. It is time for us to mark on another bigger goal, namely building prosperity and social justice for our Indonesian people. Together with local government, your organization, and the private sector, we join hands, working together to continue the fire of the spirit of the 1928 young days. It's time for us to unite for the progress and glory of Indonesia. Before I close my speech, allow me to read Go to Market on Friday by Alfamado Forano. That's all I can say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
country, Indonesian young men saw money in the center to fight for Indonesian independence and witnessed their agency must continue their fight. Because the fight did not stop when the independence was already in your hands. There are so many ways to prepare our country for it to grow and to be prosperous. So what can we do? The first most important thing to do is that we must be proud of our country. Your things that has adopt those cultures and live our culture high. Like the way to a culture race and also their was of they have been implemented the outside cultures and I am afraid that they will eventually forget their culture where their first brought to. Yes, it is global content they must be present. If we open your mind to the glory, we will find that our culture is more attractive than well, then all day, I can deliver in my speech today. Be proud and dream high. Those are little
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and the Merciful. Praises to Allah, the Lord of the world, and the spell is for those who keep their faith in Him. For there will be no hostility active against the wrongdoers. Blessing and salutation upon the most honorable Prophet and Messenger, his families, all his disciples, and those who follow them in goodness till the end of judgment. In this good shape, I would like to deliver my speech by title, The Youth Responsibility. When we talk about the youngster in Indonesia, we often find in many articles, and we ourselves even witness and support the development of nations. They are the hope of nations who will carry out the struggle for the sake of the better for the future of the country. Similarly, they are at the same time the hope of Islam religion who will strive for the sake of Islamic teaching in the next maintenance of the Islamic laws, who will safeguard the young Muslim generation at large from the influence of destructive Western life, who will be the leader for the next. Today is young, tomorrow will be a leader. This statement encourages us to pay attention to the young existence in the future. By knowing all the facts, we realize how important the role of the young generation has in the future. The young mostly symbolize the force that never becomes weak quickly. The youngsters play significant roles and have a great potency and energy that can be prided. Brothers and sisters, therefore our religion enjoins us to be flexible Muslim leaders for the society who ultimately have to devote themselves for the development of Muslim community at large, particularly in the ICT or information and communication technology. Our witness the context of young people are always against the Islamic laws. We pay attention to many young people who are not aware of their education, their future and its goal. If we see our Muslim brothers in our country, we have mentally and intentionally avoiding Islamic teachings to follow the Western culture. We can imagine and describe what is going to happen in the next time if all young Muslim people are careless in their responsibility. That's all about my speech. Thank you for nice intention. Thank you for nice attention. And the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Jangan ada yang keluar ya. Nggak boleh lagi keluar.
Terakhir,
Kasihan.
grogi dia.
Grogi ya. Nah. Jangan ada yang keluar lagi. Stop.
Assalamualaikum ya akhi ya wala tansa iman riba kita pun Muhammad
do as the youngster people do for this country. There's no way to fight with weapons joining the army life because we're still young, still a student. So, what can we do as an agricultural development? Ladies and gentlemen, and singers Carol once said, 50,000 people are definitely about to marry for its road. Give me a 10 young people, I'll definitely shake the world. Patriotism is the spirit of daring to sacrifice for the sake of the homeland, God's world, and even life daring to be sacrificed for the integrity of the United States of the Republic of Indonesia. On this occasion, I conclude that the struggle of patriotism among you is to be a brave young. The first, be brave to fight for the nation. Nelson Mandela once said, education is the deadliest weapon in the world. With education, you can change the world. Therefore, the struggle for the nation can be started by continuing to learn and becoming a young person who is thirsty with knowledge. The second is strength to unite. There is no sharper and more valuable weapon than unity. On 28, 1928, our youth swore to Indonesia that they would unite in the bloodshed of the Indonesian nation. Therefore, to honor that time, today is the responsibility of today's youth. And we must always maintain unity and we must always maintain unity and division based on differences. And the last thing is brave to defend what is right. Currently, Indonesia is a generation that knows abuse freedom, initiative, and express opinions, and young people that the courage to go against the flow and not to be afraid to leave their comfort zone and recall injustices in this country. Young friends, Indonesian history is the history of young people. Everything that this country has created is formed by young people. It will never fade in memory how the youth thought become a moment for united nationalist consciousness from all over the archipelago ignite independence. Young friends, it's time from now on for young Indonesians to move, to fight, to advance, defend our country, maintain identity, and remember once again, Indonesia exists because we are different, but still choose to be united within the framework of the Republic of Indonesia. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the end of my speech. I know you're sorry if I have made mistakes in my speech. Thank you for your nice attention. And last, I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selanjutnya, NPT 15 atas nama pilihan dari kelas 10 IPA 3. Your Excellency, the jury is wise and prudent. Your Excellency, our teachers, and all my dear brother and sister in one Aqidah, in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wa bihi nasta'inu ala umuri dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the world, the Master and the Creator of everything in the universe. The desire of the oppressed and the hope of the oppressed, for enabling us to be together in this simple place, but its
And just October 20 is called Youth Day because several years ago, when our country was still gaining friendly infants, the Union of Young Indonesia met the colonialist consider. Disagreed sudden was brought out between young people and the colonials. The incident started 10 lives in our nation's success and girls who fought to liberate our country. Their blood was not in vain. Because of them, our country can become as independent as it is now. Because of them, our country, there are no more invaders in our country. But let's look at the attitude of young people in Indonesia today. Our sense of participation is very likely to influence the patriotism of participants. Therefore, we as the sacrifice of a good nation, we must improve the quality of learning and help people with difficulties with education by teaching or donating books, then they can afford buying them. Then, do we not see how enthusiastic the young leaders who are fighting to liberate our country and nation? Of course, we know Mr. Wagel Bosman. He is the one of who made our national anthem, as we now is Indonesia. Describes the feeling of love for the country. Then we also definitely Mr. Muhammad Yan. He also fought to the last drop good, his mind and his soul only for independent Indonesia. Maybe they all hold principles as the saying goes in Arabic. Remember when the Arabic prophet said, La abrahu hatta abrullah, I will not stop until I reach. If the young of the past had extraordinary answers, why can we today still continue that spirit? The answer is because we have not been able to develop the sense of equality in their patriotism. For that, my friends, let's grow our sense of patriotism towards the figures of previous struggle. In many ways, we can do it by fostering the creativity of the nation's children and study seriously so that they can make the country proud. Okay, audience, maybe this can all I speak. Sorry if there's a mistake, I apologize for any mistake. And with me, I am Afifah. See you next time. Goodbye. And last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Selanjutnya IPP 16 atas nama Raja Yazid dari kelas 11 IPA 3.
Oke, silakan. Baik,
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, we need to thanks to God the Almighty who has given us this mercy and blessing to attend this meeting without any obstacle in this heavy and peaceful time. And I will never forget to thanks to everybody who has given us the opportunity to deliver speech front of here. I will present my speech under the title of The Ideal or Spirit of Indonesian Youth, Embrace the Youth Patriotism and the Right of the Youth Day is historical event that was so important for Indonesia. In 28 October 1928, all the youth from every place come and unite in Jakarta for fight for Indonesian independence. In historical event, the young people of the place which became known as the Youth Day. The Youth Day make the all youth from all groups of society unite at the same nation to fight for Indonesia. The direction of Indonesian struggle is no longer no longer regional, and after a lot of sacrifice, fight, and other, we finally gained independence in 1945. But the challenge of today's youth is very different from the past. We no longer fight using weapons, we now fight using science, technology, and economy. We must participate in developing our country and protect our nation left behind or left behind by other external nations. We must protect our motherland from foreign country who really want our nation and growth nation. We must continue to develop, foster, and control, and we not left behind by other nations. We need to use all potential of our limitless resource and so this does go to rest in our hand. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Selanjutnya NPD 17 atas nama Syarifah dari kelas 11 PSI.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, I would like to thank all my
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Fahza Khalid. I'm from Guru Padua. And I'm standing here to deliver my speech in this competition. First of all, I would like to thank the jury for their presence. They be gathered here to reflect the passion of the patriotism of Indonesian youth, inspired by the dedication of young people on the history they eyes or youth let's say. This day is a day of hope and a reminder of the country's eternal commitment from the younger generations to our elder generations. In 1928, Indonesian youth united with unwavering determination and a vision of a united and independent Indonesia. They solemnly pledge to uphold the national language, respect, cultural diversity, and work tirelessly for the unity of the homeland. This promise is a testament to their deep love for Indonesia, patriotism, and their willingness to sacrifice for their greater good. Today, we must emulate the spirit of patriotism and unity of the fallen heroes. In the face of adversity, let us remember the resilience of the youth of 1928. They faced colonial oppression and hardship, yet they stood firm in their resolve. Similarly, in our modern times, the challenge may be different, but our determination to overcome them should remain unshaken. The spirit of patriotism shown by the younger generations on Youth Pledge Day invite us to become active and responsible citizens. Let us actively participate in political, social, and economic development for our country. Let us protect our cultural heritage while embracing progress. Let's celebrate diversity and work together to build a more advanced society. As we look to the future, we need to remember the importance of education and knowledge in facing the educational challenge. The spirit of the youth pledge can be inspiration for a younger generation. We need to build unity, maintain diversity, and fight together to achieve equality education for all Indonesian children. In closing, let us honor the struggle of the young people to the youth pledge. As a young generation, we must realize the dreams of brave young souls to build Indonesia to continue to grow and develop as a united and independent nation. That's a space I live. If there is any mistaken, I apologize. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Anda. Udah, Bapak saya, kamu udah ini. Anastasia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, there is the grateful distance to everyone stand here in a healthy body and mind in this nice afternoon. And thanks to my Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. I also would like to thank my respectable teacher and my beloved friends here for taking their little time to sit listening to my short speech. Today we celebrate Indonesian Day, in which on this day, exactly 90 years ago, the Indonesian youth created and declared for one motherland, one nation, and one language. With this declaration, there was also Indonesia Raya song, the Indonesian national anthem created by If we look back to the hard time of the struggle in the fighting for the independence of his country, Indonesia young men had the money and enthusiasm to fight for Indonesian independence. They did not hesitate to do anything in their power for their country, and we ask their legacy must they continue their fight, because their fight did not stop when the independence was already in their hands. There are so many things to do for our country, for it to grow and to be perfect person. So, what can we do? The first most important to do is that must be proud of our country. We live in the globalization era, where the cultures from all around the world mix with ours. Even sometimes Indonesian youth these days has adopted those cultures and left our culture behind. Like the way they act, how they dress, and also their way of thinking. They have been so influential in the outside culture, and I'm afraid that they will eventually forget their culture where we first brought to. It is time we are proud of our culture. It is an invaluable inheritance that must be preserved. If we open our mind to look closely, we will find that our culture is more extravagant than others. It's alright to adopt some of the outside cultures, but do not forget our heart inner culture. Legend days remember us over and over again to realize that even when the year has begun, even when we have already adopted many outside cultures, we have to be proud of our country, the place where we were born. And if we are already proud of our country, the next step is easy. Dream high, yes. It might be not really our first place. After all, what we would go or dream right to the country. But our broad feeling, we hardly know it or not, will influence our thinking and consequently our dreams. Say that one of my friends here wants to be a doctor. Someday he or he will become a doctor. A doctor who is proud of he or his country will do the best on his or her work and will then make the country proud. It is a really nice circle, isn't it? Well, all that I can deliver in my speech today. Be proud and dream high. Just a little piece of mine on how to continue the legacy of the Indonesia youth who has bravely declared and declared for one motherland, one nation, and one language. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selanjutnya dari PPK yaitu nomor 20 atas nama Cantika dan 10 IPS 1.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Cantika Donika Pohan. I am from Graduate for Social Science. Mr. and Mrs. teacher who I respect, as well as friend of Indonesian Young Women and who I proud of. Allow me to make a short speech regarding the Youth Pledge. The Youth Pledge is authentic proof that on 28 October 1928, the Indonesian nation was born. At this time, in this era of globalization, the challenge for us to build the nation's successors are very difficult. We ask, the future of this nation must be able to unite to build this beloved country. As students, it's our to learn. Not only to learn science and technology, but we also have to learn about life, ethics, moral and personality. To ensure the increasingly difficult challenge for the future is now truly determined by our creativity, by innovation that are truly based on healthy and fresh thought. Currently, we see that the spirit of the youth is increasingly felt. We see animal thousand rounds, classes between residents and classes between youth. Through these streets, I invite friends that start moving, instilling in our hearts that we uphold the values of the youngest and that we unite together and advance this beloved country. The spirit of the youngest is of spirit the shaping and developing the nation. That's all can I say. Hopefully, we will become a generation of people who can apply the values of unity and unity of the Indonesian nation. I apologize if there are any mistakes in my word and behavior, and thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
For your attention, I from the committee saying thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, good luck and success. Okay. Thank you ya.
Thank you.
Ya.
Thank you.
Thank you ya Reza.
Thank you.
Thank you ya Faza.
Kan tolong atau transfer ya? Iya.
Hujan Pak. Masih Bang ya. Masih dulu ini Bang.